Alright guys, we're here at the high speed ring, ready for action here today. We got Zeister Sticks, Scouts out, Cold Warrior, Mascati, Gargaman, Delta, and Obi on your top 8. Isaac, 9, and then I think we got Wipeout, Chevy, and I'm leaving somebody out right now, but we'll get them all in. Jump up here, and Zeister leading us all off with that crazy van, the delivery van is. Well, so we got a couple strategies going on here today. Zeister's strategy here is to drive way faster than everybody, pit a whole lot, and then hopefully that'll pay off for him. Tiger Man here, Tiger Tat here, and that little RA272 is got a no pit strategy going on today. So, wow. Oh, I love the little Hobbs, Calvin and Hobbs looking logo out there. I didn't notice that before, but I love it. Way to go there, Tiger Man. So let's jump up to the front. Of course, Zeister's just going to run away from everybody here. He's running way too quick for everybody, and fortunately for him, that is going to lead to excessive fuel use, and he's going to have to pit a lot. Sticks and Michelle and myself, Scouts out here on the lead. We got this top of this first lap here is just crazy good. We got 5-6 guys up here in the hunt already. Great looking Dollar General livery right there. And that Celica is probably the favorite of this race. I noticed about 3 guys running that. It's a fast car. It's a very fast car. I'm in the MR2. Michelle looks like it's in an old Datsun, but I don't think that's what that is. I believe that's something else. Or it's something that the game calls it. In practice, Scouts was the fastest out of the guys that got together in practice this week. Sticks obviously putting in some quick time right there. Zeister up in the front all by himself. He's definitely putting in some 126s right there. I know he's capable of a 125. Sticks jumping out to a lead of this pack right here. Bravo coming up in that hunt there. Getting a little loose there in the turn. Saves it, gets back on the throttle. Three of us here just kind of feeling ourselves around the track. Nobody's going to win the race on the first lap. Everybody's just kind of playing nice, getting a feel for who's got what here. Who's got more speed, who's got more in the corners, who's got more in the straights. Man, that's a nice looking car right there. 240Z. I'm pretty sure that's an old Datsun. Hey, maybe he just put that on there, but that does look like one. In the game they call it a fair lady, and I don't ever recall that term, so that might be a Gran Turismo term, but if I am wrong, leave me a comment. Gargaman and Delta there Bravo 23 Delta getting in there in that top 5, top 6. Expecting laps, pitting to start around lap 10. Go check back on the field. Obi. I think that's an RX 500 or something like that. I've never seen one of those cars, but they look kind of cool. I wonder how they drive. I'll have to get one and drive it around the track. I do not believe I have one of those in my garage yet. Of course, Cold Warrior there in that Beat, Honda Beat. Making that thing work. I think Newton there might be in an Impreza. That's a Honda of some sorts. One of my favorite cars to drive, the GRMN, the 86. Tiger on the no pit strategy today. How he's running a little bit slower than everybody, but he does not have to stop. He just needs to stay within 30 seconds of the lead, and he might find himself up there at the lead top of the field there later in the race. And wipe out coming in the rears. Missed a few guys this week. Didn't have quite the full field. Well, life gets in the way, so. Still running some good laps there. Like that little chromish blue paint job. Alright. Let's see. Sticks I've already... Yep, Stick's already coming into pit on the beginning of lap 5. I love that. I love that. Those finger marks on that truck. That's one heck of a livery there. And you'd think DHL would take a little bit better care of their equipment. And looks like myself, Sticks, and Michelle are still up there in the front, battling it out, lap 6. Still just kind of feeling each other out, seeing who's got what in their car. By now we kind of understand what's going on. I definitely have the fastest car in the straights. Sticks maybe a little bit faster in the corners. Michelle, of course, is probably right there with him. Now I think we were trying to figure out what was the best line to drive on this corner here. I felt like it was right down the middle, but I know a lot of guys were going low, some were staying high. I started off high, get down into the middle, through the middle of that turn, and then come back out to the top is the way I felt that I was running the quicker laps. Trading back and forth spots here. Sticks jumping back in behind me. Everybody having just a really good race right here. That's a good looking view down that front stretch. All them cars lined up. Boy, it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between the three of us. Michelle jumping in the lead. Michelle trying to break that draft, running zigzags around the front stretch there. Probably seeing who's paying attention. He's trying to get a little extra space, some breathing room right there, and I don't think it quite worked for him because I got a really good run right here around him. But that's what you're using those middle laps for, those early laps, trying to figure out what you got. That way, if you're close at the end, you know what you can, you know what your car's capable of against the other cars. Gargaman back there trying to hunt us down. Bravo 2-3 back there in the hunt still. He really got his car tuned. Both of those guys, Gargaman and Delta. And then we got, all of a sudden, Michelle is gone. DNF. Server kicked him out, or some issues at home. Something happened. We count that as a DNF or blown head gasket or engine troubles, but he is gone for the remainder of the race. He's going to be super disappointed. I know I was. We were having such a good time up there battling back and forth, and I really hope I get to race against him again up here at the high-speed ring. The three of us were having a lot of fun, so that was really disappointing. But then that leaves it open for Bravo 2-3. He comes back in. He's up in the third now. Gargaman's up in the third now. And Bravo drops back one. Let's see what they're doing. Yeah. He's running that Celica. Lap 10, we should be getting into pit territory here. So interesting. We got Bravo jumping up in the lead. Sticks choosing not to take tires, which is surprising. I guess that means he knows his car is not as fast as my car. So he's jumping out there wanting to get that 3-second advantage of not taking on tires. So that is something we got to look out for at the end of the race. Will he have enough tires left to hold it out, to hold this lead on, hold on to that lead? Of course, Tiger Tat's strategy of not pitting has put him up into 4th place now. Bravo up there in number 1, Obi number 2, and Cold Warrior. Delta coming in for some fuel and fresh tires. See what Obi does. Obi stays out, and Cold Warrior stays out for another lap. Obi running 128s here. 129s, 128. Will he hold off the Cold Warrior here? Obi putting in another good sector there. I think he'll be coming in for fuel on this lap. Which leaves the Cold Warrior in possession of 1st place. Looks like he's got a couple more laps to go, at least one more lap to go before he gets some fuel. And there's Tiger Tat with his little RA272. That looks like it's fun to drive. I missed the opportunity to get that in the Legends garage, Legend shop, and I wish I would have jumped on it. I'll have to wait another couple weeks for it to come back around and give it a test drive, but when it does, I'm definitely going to grab it. That looks like it's fun. Love that Calvin and Hobbes. I wonder if Tiger Tat, did you get your come up with your username from Calvin and Hobbes? I am a big Calvin and Hobbes fan from back in the day. Absolutely loved Bill Watterson's stuff. Of course, you can't see around anybody when he's that low to the ground. Well, he's even got himself a helmet livery there. Tiger putting in the extra work. And here comes Zeister. Zeister driving that thing like a abused company property. Got that big old finger mark there, and then you should put WASPy on that sucker. That looks like a bunch of company delivery trucks that I've seen. Especially up in Minnesota when I lived up there. I used to drive for a company called Speedy Delivery. They would put trailers in their dock doors, and all their vans had rust on them. Everything up in Minnesota has rust all over it. Zeister driving like he's got someplace to be, and he's late on the delivery. So get out of his way. I love how he has that thing low in the back. Zeister says he had a hard time seeing cars that were right in front of him because his nose was pointed up in the air. But I mean, look how fast he goes. He's just passing everybody like they're standing still. Tiger getting close to that wall up there, I saw. Stick's still holding Tiger off, or a Zeister off there. Where Zeister knows he's going to have to pit, so he's not going to push it too hard and wreck somebody. He's a good driver. He's not going to intentionally wreck someone just so he can go share the lead for a minute. Into the pits he goes. Let's go check on Wipeout here. Having a rough outing. Just cruising back there by himself. Thing looks like one of them beetles that have that shiny armor. Dung beetles. Rebel putting in some good laps. Sports. Alright, let's get back up here and see what's going on up toward the front. Bravo putting in some good 129s there, trying to overtake Tiger Tat here. I really regret not picking up that car in the Legends livery. Bravo 2-3 giving him a little bit of a push, helping him out to get to the front there. Alright, let's get back up to the front of the pack here. Lap 17. Sticks and myself battling it out up front. Obi is not far behind, and we got Cold Warrior right there, right in the hunt. So there's 4 of us. Sticks, his tires are about cooked, and he's trying to shake me off right here, trying to break that draft. I think he knows that his days are numbered right here. And I'm going to easily take him over. A little bit of a love tap right there. Not going to make it easy on that pass. And getting a little loose in that corner right there. But Sticks does something I noticed right away. It's a crafty veteran move. He lets me go, and he's backed off a little bit. And the reason for that, I think, is because he knew that he didn't have the tires anymore. And then if he kept racing me, he was going to wreck those tires anymore and would not have a shot at the end. So he's saving some tires right here. You can tell he's having a hard time with that car. He's on the wall a little bit, tapped it there. But he's backing off just a little bit, keeping me within sights. In hopes that he can make a move here at the end and overtake me. He's definitely the better driver than me. Cold Warrior getting up there in that wall. But he knows that I'm new to this game. He knows that I'm probably driving out of my rear view mirror right now. So in a sense, he's got me right where he wants me. The question is, can I hold him off for another 2 laps? Now I'm here with new to the group, looking for my first win. So finding yourself up here at the front of the pack, in front of all these guys, is very nerve-wracking because you want to seal that first win. You want to get that first win. And these guys are not going to make it easy on you. They're going to make you earn it. Sticks very wisely taking care of what remaining of his tires. Gargamel back there in 3 now. Obi's still he's back in 4. Obi's still in 3. Coming around that final turn up into the front stretch. Sticks gonna start making his move now. He ain't got nothing to lose here. And what's amazing to me is he just put in a quick lap. His fastest lap is right here. He just put in his fastest lap. And that's on rough tires too. I took tires on my pit, so my tires are not an issue. And Sticks is definitely a little bit quicker here. And just precision driving here by Sticks. Cutting that distance, cutting that time, cutting that lead. Because I'm driving out my rear view mirror now, focusing on hitting spots, focusing on hitting the marks. I know that if I can get to the front stretch, I can beat him in a drag race. He's taking a peek there. He wanted that inside. I know though that if he goes that inside, he's not gonna make it. Down the final front stretch we go. I'm in the lead here. Sticks trying to make a move. Can I hold on to that win? Sticks coming out.
Woohoo! Let's go!
I get the win.
Woohoo! Thank you. Yes.
Ah, that
First
felt so
one.
good. That felt so good. Obi.
That was fun. I wish Michelle wouldn't have blew up his car there, man. We were having a lot of fun.
Season so far. Gargaman with a 4. Cold Warrior with a good run. Bravo with a good run. Tiger made that thing go all the way with plenty of fuel to spare. Zeister probably gonna.
Sticks put up a
get
big
write-up for
comeback during that last lap.
Property like that. We'll try not to let anybody know. And then there's Isaac Newton, Chevy, Wipeout. Give it a hand for Wipeout there. I think he's done. Yeah. But I can't tell you how excited I was to get that first win. That was something special, something I'm going to remember. I was disappointed that Michelle had some engine problems, wasn't able to finish. That would have been a very interesting way to have those two guys hunting me down at the end. Oof, I don't know if I would have been able to pull it off if he was there. And along with Sticks, those two guys would have figured out a way to get rid of me. But sometimes you get all the luck, and sometimes you don't get any luck. And I ended up with a little bit of luck today, and had just a fantastic time running and racing with these guys. So that's about it for this week. Next week we are at Toyota for the beginning, or for week 6. We got an afternoon and evening race, so we look forward to racing that. We're already practicing for it, and if you like what we're doing here, hey, come check out the other races. I think next week's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be, everybody's going to probably need 2 stops to make that one go. A little bit longer track, so. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.